Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It's Friday the 13th, January 13, 2017. Let's talk trading. The glass is half full of pips. Oh, we were talking about some trading psychology in the last episode, I guess, of Let's Talk Trading. And I was talking to some of my fellow traders on the phone today while trading. And be honest with you, I slept in this morning. It was Friday the 13th. I go, why push my luck? Well, I got up and I turned on my computer. Oh, it was about 5:35, 5:40 Pacific time. About 10 minutes after the news, East Coast time. And there's the madness. When I woke up, I believe, let's see, it was somewhere, price was somewhere around here. Or maybe it had already gone up and was coming back. No, I think it had already gone up and it's coming back down. I can't remember exactly what the time was. But basically, I missed a big move. I mean, we're talking a 100 pip move here. And I wasn't going to trade, but hey, I'm a trader. And what do traders do? We trade. So, of course I'm going to get in and try and get some of that. Anyway, I know that on these news breakouts, price has a tendency to go up and then come down and then go up again and come down. But let's maybe switch back to the hour chart. So right in here, I knew that there was going to be some of that action. But the problem is you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of the trade, because you see it's going up and it made a new high here, and then all of a sudden it starts coming back down. Well, let me just show you here some of the mess that I was involved in. So, this is like kind of like disclosing. So you can see here, I took a trade short. That 3 ball was probably over here. And did I wait for that candle to close? No. I jumped in early, took some here, jumped in early, took some here. And let's see, widen this chart out a bit. Where'd it go? Here we go. So you can see here, I went short here because price went up, made a 3, and then it cut down across that high. And I might have been on the 15, looking at the 15-minute chart, but it'd be pretty much the same thing. And then see here, I did it again. And this is where you got to look at the glass as being half full of pips. I made my +5 here or my +5 there, whatever. But then, of course, there was more pips to be had. And so this is where you can drive yourself nuts, which we talked about yesterday. You have to be happy. Hey, what was my goal? Did I have a trade plan? Did I follow my exit playbook? I mean, if you answer those questions and you answer them honestly, there's no reason to be mad when you make money. I mean, think about it. There's a positive trade, 2 more. 2 more. There's 5 positive trades. Why should I be mad because I didn't exit here? I mean, if I do this to myself, I'm looking at it totally wrong. I'm looking at the glass being half empty of pips. Now, you could say, yeah, but you can learn how to be a better trader and blah, blah, blah. And, there's some truth to that. But as far as you look at the performance, I should have a smile on my face. I made pips. I didn't lose pips, okay? And that's where most people will let their psychology, their self-talk, work against them as traders, okay? Because the next time, you see, instead of exiting here, you might go, no, and then all of a sudden price does that to you. And then you're really mad. Because we don't know the future, we got to trade, we don't know what's going to happen here. You move that chart over a bit. Whoops, that didn't work. You move this chart over so you can't see what happens next, right? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, so it's like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen next. I mean, you step the chart over. I guess for some reason that doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Okay, so, but we don't know what's going to happen next. We can only look at it, at the time. So the point is that be happy. Don't be sad. Don't be mad. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, you go, did I stick to my plan? Was I in this for 5 pips or was I trying to be in it for 50? Well, I was trying to be in it for, 5 or get what I can get and then get out, because as you've seen, we've had these flash crashes where you could be sitting on a 5 pip profit or 10 pip profit. I don't even know what let's see. 0.25, 0.14. Okay, so there was 0.26. So there's a 10 pip profit. But, you could have a flash and it can move against you 50 pips or more in the blink of an eye. So you got to be able to protect those profits, and they're not profits until they're locked in. Floating profit is just that. It's floating. It's not locked in. This is locked in. It's mine, not theirs. And it's not house money. It's my money. So the main thing is tell yourself, hey, I just had a winning trade. I executed according to plan, etc. Now, let's see some other mishaps here. Okay, the red dot means short, and the black dot's the exit. The blue dot means long. Well, you can see how many rules of thumb I broke here. This big red shaded, that's the 1 hour candle. What's the rule of thumb? Don't trade against the 1 hour candle color. Well, I thought I saw something. What's the rule? Don't think, observe, react. Well, you can see I had to trade myself out of that mess. So it went against me, and one of the, never add to a loser. Well, sometimes if you add to a loser, you can turn that loser into a winner, the overall trade into a winner. And what I do is, these are all 1/4 positions. Okay? In other words, let's just say for sake of example, I'm going to trade 4 mini lots. That I consider 4 mini lots would be a position. Well, instead of entering up 4 mini lots, I'd enter, 1, another 1, another 1, and another 1. Okay? And so now I've got a full position with the average price was somewhere, I don't know, down here, but overall I turned that into a profitable trade. And not to be outdone, well, you know what, I guess sometimes I'm a little stubborn. See, there's a 2 there, and then there's a 1 here, then there's a 1 there, and what did I do? I bought. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, I had to trade my way out of a position. And and then I did it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I was talking to a friend I was working on. In fact, I was working on some documentation because somebody said, hey, can I have a list of what the initials mean? So I was doing that. Wasn't worried about it. And so then here I exited, overall profit again. And the thing about it is, about exiting this trade, see here, this was like 1/4 of a position. But I had 1, 2, 3, so there's a full position. 1, 2, 3, there's 3/4 of a position. So there's 1 3/4 of position. Now, had I made 2 pips here, I'd have 2 pips on 1/4 of position. I made 2 pips here, but I had 7 positions on average. So I made more money, though. But people, fellow traders, don't try this at home. Leave this to me. Okay? Yeah, half joking, half truth, because, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. You have to understand position size, entering the trades, knowing where it is, knowing where the price is, where you expect it to go. It's like right here, I believe, was the pivot. I know the yen likes to return to the pivot. And like I said, I wasn't paying full attention because right here, there should have been an entry. Worst case, there should have been another entry here at the lowest open of the day. So there should have been at least two more positions added on. Okay. But as you can see, this is not perfect trading. This is, and I had that video, it's not about perfect. It's about being profitable. Profitable, not perfect. Well, this is what it is. This is profitable. It's far from perfect. And like I said, do not try to emulate this because I don't want to emulate it again, to be honest with you. But that's just how it went. Once again, you're looking at the weekly wick zone. There was plenty of trades to be had here. Just trading that short right out of that wick. Next week, definitely be looking at that wick zone. We could switch over here. We can look at the daily chart. Okay. And you can see here, this was the daily wick. Okay. Trading out of this lower daily wick zone. There was profit to be made. Okay. See, it hit that midpoint line. Sometimes you can even use that as a trade trigger. Okay. It's not really that difficult. I mean, you can even drop down to H1. And you can look at this. And here's the wick. And like I said, sometimes it goes up, comes back down, it cuts that wick. You could go short there. You could go short here, which is the top of the green candle. Take that trade short, and you can just trade these wicks. See, once again, there's that wick zone. It goes up, exits the upper wick zone. You just take that short, or if you missed it, there's the lower wick zone. And once again, you can take that short. I mean, these are trades you can do with naked charts. I mean, if you just can do that. And you can even take it down to the 15-minute if you want to. Once again, it was a news day, and we had some fun. But you can still see here, there's a, upper wick. You can do the cut of the wick. You can exit the wick zone. Here's another exit. And it just repeats itself. It's a pattern that repeats itself. Because price does not like to stay in the wick zone. I mean, right here, we had a price close in the wick zone. What happened? It got out of the wick zone, right? Came back in, closed in. What happened? It got out of that wick zone. Okay, look at here. It closed in this wick zone. What happened next bar? It got out of the wick zone, and so on. Now, if you want, let me take a look here. Do I have this set to change all the charts? Euro, yen. Yeah. We can go back here, look at the euro yen. Once again, nice price action during that news, but not as much. But you can, look at some more full disclosure here. Once again, traded myself out of a problem. There was a trade here, a trade there. Not too bad, but I jumped the gun, but got out with a profit. Went short when nope, should have been long. So once again, out, overall profit. And then I bought when I should have, right there, should have been short. And once again, out with the profit. So what is this? This is pulling the trigger too early, being too anxious. Don't do that. Okay? Because fellow traders, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing out and done with draining the banks for the week.